In this video, I am explaining about Bresenhams circle drawing algorithm. Suppose you have given the center point of a circle as x0, y0 and a radius r. Then you have to initialize x0 is equal to 0 and y0 is equal to r. Okay. Then you have to plot that point corresponding to that circle. And then you calculate the initial value of the decision parameter. The initial value of the decision parameter is calculated by using the formula 3 minus 2r. Suppose your current point is xk, yk, that is x0, y0, assume that it is xk, yk. The next point is xk plus 1, yk plus 1. This can be computed based on the value of the decision parameter. If this decision parameter value, that is the initial decision parameter value, which is less than or equal to 0, your next point xk plus 1 is xk plus 1. Yk plus 1 is yk itself. Okay. Then you have to recalculate the decision parameter using this formula. Pk plus 1 is equal to current pk value, that is this p0 value, plus 4 into xk plus 1 plus 6. If your decision parameter value is greater than 0, your next position is xk plus 1 is equal to xk plus 1, yk plus 1 is equal to yk minus 1, and you have to again calculate the decision parameter pk plus 1 as pk plus 4 into xk plus 1 minus yk plus 1 plus 10. Okay. If the center point, that is the circle center point, is not 0, 0, then you have to plot the point, that assume that you got the point as xc, yc. Okay. Then you have to add the initial center point x0, y0 to the xc, yc. That is the current value of your coordinate is xc, yc. Then you have to add x0 to xc and y0 to yc in order to get the correct location of that circle. Then according to the symmetry, 8-way symmetric property of the circle, you have to find other 7 octants corresponding to this x plot and y plot. Okay. Then you have to repeat these steps until x plot reaches y plot. X plot is equal to y plot. You have to repeat these steps. That is, you have to again calculate. Then here you calculate the pk plus 1. So using this current pk, then you check whether pk less than 0. If pk is less than 0, you have the xk plus 1 become xk plus 1 and yk plus 1 become yk. If you are, and you have to update the pk value using this equation. And if your pk is greater than 0, then you have to use this formula, and you have to plot the point. If the center of the circle is not the origin, then you have to add this x0, y0 to your xk, yk values in order to plot the correct point. Then you have to find other 7 extents to follow the 8 symmetry property of the circle, and you have to repeat this process until xk or the x value reaches the y value. Okay. For example, suppose you have given the center origin 0, 0 is given and radius is given. You have to generate all points to form a circle using Bresenhams circle drawing algorithm. So first you have to initialize x0 is equal to 0 and y0 is the radius 8. Then you have to calculate initial decision parameter as 3 minus 2r. 3 minus 2r using the formula 3 minus 2r. So you get the value minus 13. Here you get the current pk value is less than 0. So your next point is xk plus 1 yk. That is xk plus 1. xk is 0. 0 plus 1 1. Yk is this 8 itself. That is 8. 1 8. Then you have to calculate the formula pk plus 1 is equal to pk plus 4 into xk plus 1 plus 6. That is pk is minus 13. Minus 13 plus 4 into xk is 1. 4 into 1 4 plus 6, that is minus 3. Okay. Now the pk value, current pk value minus 3, which is again less than 0. So your next point is xk plus 1 yk itself. So 2 8 1 plus 1 2. Xk is equal to xk plus 1, that is 2. Yk is yk itself 8. So you can see this. If the center is origin, the origin is 0, 0, then no problem, you can directly plot this value itself. If the center is not 0, 0 or to some other point, then you have to add that value to each xk and yk plus 1 in order to get that value. So when we stop this criteria, when x plot is equal to y plot, in this step you get xk plus 1 is equal to 5 and yk plus 1 is equal to 5, then we stop here. Okay, I think you understand the problem, and thank you for the support.